Hello, it is Thursday, day 10 of the sugar fast. I decided to eat some protein yesterday and had some salmon and some cheese. And it didn't change anything at all because this morning I was down 1.4 pounds. The day before the scale had stayed the same. Today another 1.4 pounds, so grand total in today's day 10 would be, I think, 4.8 pounds. Something like that. That is awesome. So on average, more or less half a pound a day. Pleased with that. I had something else I wanted to talk about, and that is this video that Dr. Canberry put out really mocking this sugar fasting. And I understand it's sort of an inflammatory name. The name itself sounds, it's just made to get people's attention, okay? To get more people, like, you know, to get your attention. Start listening and, you know, consider something new, even though it's not new. Consider this. Okay. Anyways, the point is, I have absolutely nothing against Canberry. I think he's an amazing guy. He's really very loving and caring. Gosh, he loves his wife the way every woman deserves to be loved, okay? And that says a lot about a person, in my opinion. Same thing with Kelly Hogan. She's incredible. I was actually a part of her coaching groups for a long time, and I loved it. She's great. She is a ray of sunshine. She's incredible. Nothing against any of them at all. But the point is, he made this video really mocking, you know, people who choose to eat fruit to lose weight, which, excuse me, there's nothing really wrong with that. But in his mind, I mean, because it's sugar, it's so horrible for you. But at the same time, he had this interview recently with Kelly Hogan, and I'm going to put the link in the description of this video, okay? You can watch it. Nothing against these people. They're amazing people. But they were talking about, you know, when someone's on the carnivore diet and they do not lose weight, no matter what they adjust and do, and they still struggle and yada yada, you know, then yes, we do encourage and support the use of Ozempic and tirzepatide and, you know, those kind of drugs to help people out. And I also don't really have anything against those drugs, but at the same time, it's like you really mock and hate on people that eat fruit. And you just make fun of us like we're such idiots and so stupid, and we're just going to destroy our health because we eat some oranges or something. And we finally do drop weight. You know, like I said before, I was a carnivore for a year and I wasn't losing anything. Until every once in a while I ran out of patience and did a juice fast for 4 or 5 days or so, and then went back to carnivore and just maintained my weight again. But it's like, how can you say to somebody who did carnivore and had zero success whatsoever as far as weight goes, and that is the main thing they care about and the main thing that really will improve their health, that you still must continue to eat meat and stuff, and if you want to lose weight, well, I guess then there's drugs for you that cause thyroid cancer and, you know, GI, what is that, blockages and paralysis and osteoporosis and all that type of stuff. Like, yes, take those drugs, but don't eat fruit, because fruit is horrible for you. That is crazy. I'm sorry. It's crazy. I don't understand. I will take apples and oranges and mangoes and things, okay? And lose my weight. And sometimes eat meat. Like yesterday I had salmon. It's nutritious. I get it. It's more nutrient dense. I totally understand. It doesn't matter though, but some of us need to lose weight. You know, and I don't even have that much weight to lose. Some people have a lot of weight to lose. They need help. They need this. Okay? This works. It's crazy to tell people, hey, you found something that works. No, don't eat fruit. Just take drugs instead and continue eating steak. I'm sorry, I'm going to eat fruit for a couple months. Very temporary, but I'm going to do it. And it's working. I lost close to 5 pounds over the last not even 10 days. So that's that. Right, I had to gather my thoughts for a second. The other thing, totally separate, I wanted to mention is recently Cole, in his videos, been talking a lot about potassium and orange juice. And I don't think it really registered with a lot of people what he was saying. Because, so, when you're eating a lot of fruit, your body really has no problem holding on to sodium. So you don't need the sodium. Okay, your kidneys, you know, unless you have some serious kidney failure, your body does not waste sodium. It just gets reabsorbed and it kind of stays in there. Okay, so you do not need to eat sodium. It's just gonna make you bloated. But what is pretty important is to get enough potassium. And you know, some people choose to take supplements, buy potassium powder and just mix it in some water, and that's fine. You can do that. That's totally okay. Nothing against that. It tastes. It's not horrible. It's not amazing either. Okay. Some people buy Element packets, but they're only available, or snake juice for that matter, both, only available in the US. So the rest of us, you know, we don't even have that option. And also their Element anyways, full of salt, a lot of salt, not so much potassium really. So that's not helpful. So he was talking a lot about orange juice, since that's perfectly in line with what we're doing here anyway, you know, fruit eating and juice drinking and sugar consuming. Orange juice, as it turns out, has, so if you have a half liter of orange juice, or that's 16 ounces, you know, sort of normal-ish portion, that you could drink for breakfast or any time of the day, has 1,000 milligrams of potassium, which is as much as 5 packets of Element. 5. So it's quite a lot. It's a lot of potassium in just you know, 2 cups basically, or 1 big pint jar of orange juice. That really, really helps you keep your electrolytes under control, not be dizzy, and, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, so if you feel that, if you feel dizzy, if you feel like your electrolytes are a little bit out of control, if you feel too dehydrated, drink a lot of orange juice. At least 16 ounces, maybe a whole quart, a whole liter. You know, and that should really help you out. And that is my tip for the day. I'm gonna go brave the rain. See you later.